is Tori and I'm Winnie the Pooh collector from the UK, and I thought since we are on the run up to Christmas it would be fun to do a little Winnie the Pooh Loungefly collection video. I haven't added anything new to my Winnie the Pooh Loungefly collection recently because there hasn't been any new releases recently, so all of this stuff is things you'll have seen before, but I just thought it would be fun to kind of compile it all into one video for on the run up to Christmas. We have got 3 bags and 1 pin to go through. All of the bags are different style bags as well, which is fun. I think first we'll start off with the pin since that's the only thing we've got. My pin board is literally just up there. I haven't got any standard. I have lots of Christmas pins, but none of them are Loungefly pins off of my pin board. This pin doesn't actually live on my pin board and you'll see why. Because it is my 3-inch pin. I have quite a few of these. I just find it better to keep these in the packaging because I feel like the packaging adds to the design of it. All of the Loungefly pins are of limited quantity, so this one is limited to 1,400. What I find interesting is all of my Loungefly pins are different quantities. They're all different. I think this might be one of the smaller ones. I think the biggest one I've got is 1,900, I think. So the actual pin itself is just Pooh Bear and the presents and like the mat on the floor. So like the whole tree in the background is just part of the packaging, but I just think it adds so much just keeping it in the packaging because obviously you've got like the bits around the front here. It just adds to the whole room. If you took the pin off you wouldn't have the Christmas tree, and I just think Pooh sat in front of the Christmas tree opening his presents just adds so much to it. I think you can tell what most of his presents are. He's obviously opened up one. He's got the honey all over his face. Quite a lot of the Loungefly pins do have movable elements to them, so I think just looking at it, his hand looks like it will kind of move up and down towards his mouth. So that is my only Christmas Loungefly pin, and it is one of the 3-inch pins. I also think if I was to take these out and put on my pin board, I have like I think 4 of these, 3 or 4 3-inch pins. My pin board is filling up as it is anyway. I'm going to have to look into buying another pin board soon. But putting these on there, it will just take up so much room. So I just think it's better keeping them in here anyway. Right, on to the main part of Loungeflies, and that is the bags. For so long, we were missing out on Winnie the Pooh Christmas Loungeflies here in Europe. I'd just been asking for them for so long. They were always doing them releases in the US every year. They were never crossing the Atlantic. And now we have been absolutely spoiled. All of this is from the October 2024 collection. There was 4 Winnie the Pooh Loungeflies released in that collection. I have got 3 of them. The one I haven't got is Tigger dressed in a green onesie and is kind of like upside down doing a handstand. I haven't got that one yet, but it wouldn't surprise me if that finds its way into my collection eventually. I'm going to go through these in the order I got them. Quick little disclaimer before we get into them. 2 of them were gifted to me by the brand. I will go through all of that when we get to them. So starting off with the first Winnie the Pooh Loungefly that made its way into my collection. When the October 2024 release came out, I found it so hard to decide which bag I wanted because it just felt like everything I'd wanted had come at once. It was just so hard to pick between. So not only had I been talking about Winnie the Pooh Loungeflies coming over to the UK, also last year something I was talking about a lot was that Loungefly had started creating these new series called Cross Buddy bags, and they were doing them for so many characters, and I said that they should do one for Winnie the Pooh. How cute it would be. So then when I saw the October collection of the Winnie the Pooh bags, it included this Cross Buddies bag. So I just thought, because I'd been mentioning Winnie the Pooh Christmas bags, I'd been mentioning Cross Buddies bags, they just answered everything in one. And I don't know if you can see it, just you've got my wreath there. Just above my wreath is a bow from my friend Nina. She's got a small shop where she makes custom bows. I sent her a picture of this bag when I had it on pre-order, and I said, could you make me a bow to match my bag? And that's what she did. I just had to mention that. So if you've never heard of crossbody bags before, let me just go through it with you. It is essentially a crossbody bag, obviously, in the, I kind of call these like the passport style bags. It's just kind of like a bit of a rectangle, but what makes them the crossbodies is the front of the bag is your traditional like cosplay style Loungefly. We've got Pooh Bear dressed as Santa here. It's a big applique piece with all the details embroidered on. He's got some embossed for his hat. And then you've got Piglet down here. And this is kind of what makes the crossbodies the crossbodies. This front pouch is actually interchangeable. So you've got Pooh Bear's hands coming around the front here. Just under his gloves, we have got a buckle. Just unpop that. And then the pouch slots out from his hands. It's so hard to do this holding it up. Let me just put it down so I can get it out. And then yeah, the pouch fully comes out. I mean, you could just have the bag like this if you wanted, but then like it looks like it's holding nothing. You've then got the pouch, which you could use as just as like a purse if you wanted it. You could just have it as a little clutch if you wanted. So you've got Piglet on here, just applique detail. And then the thing with crossbody bags is all of their pouches are interchangeable. They have two designs. So on the other side we have got an appliqued piece of a honey pot. So if you wanted to, you could swap it round so it looks like Pooh Bear is hugging a honey pot. The only issue I find with having it this way is obviously you've got Piglet's ear still sticking up the back bit there. I mean, I prefer it that way anyway. There's also is the issue that Piglet's ear kind of, they should have, I don't know how they could have got around it. They could have coloured it to fit in with Pooh Bear's face. They could have done that, I don't know. But that is basically what crossbodies bags are. They have done them for so many ones and I was so excited to see them do a Winnie the Pooh one. So this part, while I've got it out, is that's just essentially what, like on a backpack, your little front pouches. I've still got the little bit of protector in there. You know I like to keep all my packagings in my Loungeflies just to keep them extra safe. Let me just put it all back in place and then we'll go through the rest of the bag. Okay, got that all poppered back on. Let's just go through the back detailing. We have got just another little design of Piglet and he's just jumping out of a honey pot in pajamas. So on my bow back there, the Pooh Bear is what's on the main part of the bow, and then you can't quite see it because I've got the tails like tucked down either side of the reef, but on one side of like the long tails is this Piglet. And then you've got the back and board. I love how they've done like the green. Sometimes the plaques I like to match in with the bag, but I love like the contrast of the red and green, just adds to that Christmassy effect. Same with the zip, they've done the green for the zip. The lining for this collection, I love it so much. The lining is the same on all of these bags, so I won't show you it on all of them. I'll just do it on this one because it's the first one. This would look so cute as like a dress or a skirt or a t-shirt, anything. I wish they'd release this like in some other way so I can just like see this design all the time. I don't know if this was the best bag to show you on because it's the smallest one. But anyway, it's this all over print of red background with white snowflakes, and then the snowflakes are made up of the Winnie the Pooh friends. So you've got this one here is Eeyore, you can see the Tigger one up there. There's just a Pooh Bear one down there. I just love this lining so much. I thought that would look so cute, like on like a skater dress like this. So that what, oh, and I don't think I've mentioned it. The strap is like kind of like a peppermint candy cane sort of design. I love that. But anyway, that was my first Christmas Loungefly in my collection. I know I shouldn't pick favourites, but out of these three bags, this next one is probably my favourite. I am so obsessed with it. And this was kindly gifted to me by LF Lovers. They reached out to me and offered me this bag or the Tigger bag, and I went with this one. You've got Pooh, Piglet, Eeyore and Tigger all just kind of popping their head out the window of a snowy cabin. They've all got scarves on. Tigger's got a wreath round his neck. It's all very snowy, all very cute. Got some Christmas lights in the background there, which is very important. Keep note of that. I just love this so much. And then on the sides, you've just got more snowy details. You've got a wreath. The other side is the same on the back design. We have got Pooh Bear building a snowman, and it is a Pooh Bear snowman as well. That was actually a cosplay Loungefly in itself a few years ago, but it never crossed the pond. That was just a US thing, but that is quite cool that that was a Loungefly in itself. Now, oh, and also the straps. Don't know how well you can see that, but there's little snowy spots on the straps as well. Now this bag in itself, just like this, is still my favourite out of my Christmas Loungeflies, but there's one particular thing about it that makes me love it even more. I'm not showing you the lining because it's the exact same as the last one, but I need to go in here to show you something. Let me turn my ring light off. It's got a little power pack inside to light up the fairy lights. How cool is that? Yeah, inside you've just got this little power pack which has the little switch for the light. And what I love about this one, this is my second light up bag in my collection. My other one is battery powered. You have to change the batteries. This one is chargeable. It takes the same type of charger as my phone, so it's just very convenient, and I feel like that is much better than having batteries. So every time I take this bag out, I'll just give it a quick charge and it's good to go. It is quite funny kind of sat there having your bag on charge. That does look quite funny, but I think it's just better than having batteries. last year I took this bag with me to the Christmas lights trail and I had the lights lit up on it and I got so many compliments on it. I'm going to a different Christmas lights trail this year, but I'm gonna be sure to take this bag as well. So just with the light up Christmas lights, just the whole design in general, I know I shouldn't have favourites, but in my Christmas Loungefly collection this probably is my favourite. As I said, this was gifted to me by LF Lovers. In case you didn't know, I do work very closely with LF Lovers and they did also give me this next bag. This one is from that same collection as well in October 2024, but they gifted it to me this year. They reached out to me August or September time. They apologised to me that they hadn't done a collab with me in a while because there hadn't been many Winnie the Pooh releases this year. So they said as an apology for not doing a collab with me, I could pick whatever bag I wanted off of their website and they'd send to me as a collab. So I went straight to this one. How cool is it? So it's a cross-body bag. You've got the strap here with a little bit of a gold chain. You've got Pooh Bear coming through a reef. All of the bees around here are printed. Pooh Bear has got embossed detailings on him. You've got the 3D bow here. You might have already noticed it in the background. My reef, did you pick up on that? I made that reef last year in inspiration of this bag. I'd made all the pom-poms, knitted the bow, knitted the bees, glued it all together. I love that so much. Yeah, that's where I got my inspiration from on this. It was so hard for me to pick which bag I wanted in last year's collection because I knew I couldn't buy all of them. So I bought the Crossbodies bag. LF Lovers gifted me the light up bag last year, and so I was happy. I had 2 Winnie the Pooh bags. And so because I didn't want to fully miss out on this one, I made my own. And then obviously this year, I got it anyway. LF Lovers kindly sent it to me. So, you know the scene in The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh when Pooh Bear goes around Rabbit's house, he eats too much honey, he tries to leave through Rabbit's door, and he can't. So this is the view that the others get from the outside. What view does Rabbit have inside his house? I love this so much. It's just Pooh Bear, he's just fully diving through the reef. That's obviously in reference to him getting stuck inside of Rabbit's house, and his bum does just wiggle as well. You've got all the fairy lights around it. You've got the plaque up here as well. So cute. And I can't remember exactly, but I think the gold bits on the front part do glow in the dark. I think. Don't hold me to that. But for some reason I've got that in my head, I think. So these two were gifted to me by LF Lovers, but also these two actually came from LF Lovers as well, but I did purchase these with my own money. However, I do also have a discount code that I use on my purchases, and you can use it too. It is Tori in capital letters. It will get you 10% off of Loungefly. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you might notice my discount code with LF Lovers has changed. That's because Loungefly have changed the rules of what retailers can do for discount codes for content creators. It used to be 15%, but now they've cut it down to 10%. That is a rule that came directly from Loungefly that they gave to all of their retailers for all of the content creators that work with the retailers. So if you've been following me for a while and you know my old discount code, just know that won't work anymore. It is now just Tori in capital letters. That will get you 10% off. Anyway, that is my Winnie the Pooh Christmas Loungefly collection. I hope you did enjoy this video. Do let me know in the comment section down below which item was your favourite, and also let me know if you have got any Christmas Loungefly products in your collection. Do let me know what is the favourite that you own in your collection. If you enjoyed this video, please do pop a thumbs up button, and if you'd like to see more from moi, do click subscribe down below, and while you're down there, don't forget to ding the notification bell if you might as well. You're already down there, and I'll see you guys real soon. Bye!